Hey, what's up guys? So I went to the Indie Craft Bazaar a few weeks ago and picked up a couple cool things. I just wanted to share with you guys and also bring some awareness to some of the local businesses out there. So in case you don't know, the Indie Craft Bazaar is pretty much a gathering of a bunch of local vendors, anything from crafts and arts to foods. Okay, so first let's start with the food because everybody loves food. Okay, this is a Pier and Ginger Jam by a company called Crafted House. It's pretty cool. Their setup was they had a tent with all their stuff on display, and then you were able to taste test whatever ones you wanted. Kind of sweet, it has a nice little kick to it. Actually, let's open it so you can kind of see what that looks like. So it was well sealed, and you can see there it's kind of consistent. You can definitely tell it's locally made. There's no crazy preservatives and stuff like that, and it's from a company called Crafted House, and they are local. Next, let's go to these over here. So there were a lot of venues selling a lot of vinyl items, a lot of antiques, retro stuff. So this particular venue, and unfortunately I don't have their business card, but they pretty much had a bunch of just old school stuff, including posters, prints. I use coasters often since I'm always working on my desk, so I figured I'd pick up a couple that I enjoyed. So let's actually open it and take a look, because I haven't really opened them yet. So if we open the top here, let's see. We got coasters here, and as you can see, they are pretty clean. So here are the comic book ones, like 24 beer mat style coasters. I actually did not realize there's 24 in here. So let's open it up and see what they look like. Trying to grab all of them so we can see. So here are the coasters, and one thing I will say is they are your typical disposable coasters, meaning these are a cardboard material. So I mean, these are something you're going to dispose. You're not going to be able to reuse. I guess you could, but that's kind of gross. Okay, next let's take a look at some art. So I got these two art pieces. They're from a company called Annie Rocket, and so she had a lot of different art pieces, posters, prints, and stuff like that. Definitely stood out from some of the others I saw there. So these ones are kind of attracting me. As you can see, they're kind of Egyptian style. I really like the bold, just kind of the boldness of the the black against the white, and the orange. Orange is always a cool color. And obviously these are postcards. You can see that they come with a envelope, but in my case I actually bought them to use as bookmarks. Next, let's check out some of the stuff that smells good. So here we have some scented soap, and it smells like lemongrass. Smells really good. It's very strong, very solid. Will probably last a while, so it's good to have something that doesn't just melt away. And both the oil and the soap is from a company called Sunrise Scentworks. The oil also smells really good, even though it's closed. I can still smell it because it's pretty strong. This particular one is lavender sage. Next, we have another thing that smells really good. So this is a candle. First off, let me tell you the company. So it's by this company called Allapattah, and maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong, who knows, but here's the business card. The candle itself, so there's a bunch, they have a couple different scents. I think there's like 5 different scents, and they're all natural. They come in this cool little aluminum can. It's got a cool little print. Got the sticker here, got the scent. There were a lot of different vendors out there with different scented candles. This candle is above and beyond, by far, the best smelling candle that was there, and I know because I saw a lot of them. And it's just very vibrant smelling, very intense, and honestly I can't wait to use it. Next, let's take a look at this bracelet here. The bracelet is from Dr. Yafi Yair. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. As you can see, she does stuff like hypnosis, holistic counseling, energy healing, so a lot of cool stuff there. Yoga as well, I believe. And in this instance is obsidian, and this is fluorite here, which is kind of cool because I didn't know it was used for protection, as well as the idea of treating pain, physical pain. So it fits and looks well on my wrist. For me, it was a particularly good find, and it's pretty solid, pretty well put together. Okay, this next one, I didn't really buy anything from the vendor. It's called Gina Black Art, but if you follow them on Instagram at the event, you're able to just kind of get a free consolation prize, so to speak. So this is what I ended up grabbing from the bag, and these two stones. So kind of cool, well polished, and there's more information about it on the site. So if you're into gemstones and bracelets, necklaces, or even some art pieces, you can check that out more. Okay, and last but not least, there is this poster here. There was a lot of cool art pieces at the Indie Bazaar. This one for me was particularly cool because big Star Wars fan, definitely a big Vader fan, so if you can give me anything Vader, I'll probably buy it. And this artist is pretty unique, and kind of their style is very, very distinct. He does make prints, so you can get the same one if you want it on his site. And unfortunately I didn't have a business card, but I'll put a link to it. His name is Carlos Fuenmayor, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And I'm definitely gonna get a frame for it, and just a very good find. And he has a bunch of different styles, including there was Pokemon there was Rick and Morty, so there's a bunch of different ones. There were a lot of other stuff as well. I'm gonna try to probably show some of the pictures that I took so you can get an idea of the event and some of the items that are there. There were a ton of different stuff, both indoor and outdoor. It's a pretty cool family event. I'm not sure how often they have it. I think maybe only a couple times a year. To my knowledge, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. But again, I'll link sort of the information so you can just take a look for yourself and hopefully go out there and support some local businesses. Unfortunately, I couldn't grab everyone's business card, and I didn't really remember to. So here are just some interesting ones and runner-ups that I saw. So Anatomiko, they were making some pretty cool art pieces. TAPARA, they had plants and stuff outside. Cami Embroidery, a lot of embroidery, obviously. So Karavan had some really cool kind of arts and craftsy stuff, sort of like dream catchers and different handmade stuff. Kazumi Garden, again, very unique and cool art pieces, plant pieces rather. Nomad Soul Designs, sort of necklaces and bracelets and gemstones. Raven's Telltale Boutique, a lot of interesting stuff there. I saw some glass art, some cool bracelets and necklaces. Migdalia, again, another one of those vendors that does sort of art pieces and jewelry. My It brand, so there were a couple different things here, including like some stitch pieces, I guess you'd call them, embroidery pieces maybe, and as well as some scented things. I believe there were soaps and a couple other things that are related to scents, and then amlove. So these are pretty much all my finds from the Indie Craft Bazaar. It was a couple weeks ago, as I mentioned, so June 2018. That's pretty much it for the sort of impromptu Indie Craft Bazaar unboxing. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up, or maybe even subscribing if you want to see future videos. So, until next time.